Hey friends, it's Sandra from Fowler Family Homestead, and I have an exciting announcement that we're going to be participating in. My friend over at Fancy Farm, Drea, she did a pantry challenge last month, and I decided that's a great idea. I need to do that. I've been wanting to do a pantry challenge for a really long time, and it just seemed like the perfect time to actually achieve one. So before I even said anything to Michael, he was like, hey, you really need to do some sort of a pantry challenge because our freezers are out of control. We need to go through these because we have beef that needs to be butchered. So it was the perfect time. So I'm going to be doing one starting November 11th through December 11th. We're going grocery shopping, I believe, on the 11th. So either the 8th or the 11th. And then we will extend it one whole month. So I'm super excited about this. Like I said, I've been wanting to do one of these for years. I see Three Rivers Homestead doing one. She does too, actually. And then I just recently seen Large Family Table. I think that's what her channel is. Jamarelle Stewart. She just did one as well. And we have things that need to be taken care of. And I really, in this season, this little pumpkin, this season of life, I don't really want to leave anyways. She hates the car. Absolutely hates it. And, we've told you guys over and over again, grocery store is well over an hour and a half away. Plus, traveling around Colville, it just takes so much more time. Even just driving to town, which is like 20 minutes away for us, she really struggles with. So unless Michael is with me, so I can sit in the back with her and soothe her because she just wants mommy, it just makes it really difficult. So it's the perfect time to do something like this so I don't have to leave my house. So we're gonna take a walk outside and go take a gander at our freezers and see what all needs to be used up, because I'm kind of gonna start the challenge a little bit earlier. I had to scooch away from the cook stove. My tush was getting warm. But I'm still kind of cold, so I want to be semi near it. This season of life is funny to me because, Adeline is not my first baby. She's not my first rodeo. But I feel like because it's been so long since I've had a newborn, that it has been a difficult one for me to adjust back to. I feel almost as if it is my first baby again. All of the questioning things on, am I doing this right? Is she getting enough milk? Is she uncomfortable? What's this rash? All of these things. And she's a little bit more of a sensitive baby. I actually had to cut my diet at some point in her newborn stage because she had really bad baby acne. And as soon as I cut gluten out of my diet, actually, it started to clear up. She's back to, I've slowly introduced that back in and she's okay with it. But there's just little things like that I have not had to deal with any of my other children. So it's been a little bit of a challenge. And then, again, it's like having a new baby or your first baby all over again with wisdom though. I'm going to have to do a birth story with you guys because her whole birth was just wild. And I think I've said that a few times now, but I need to actually sit down and do it. If you guys are interested, let me know if you guys are interested. But I feel like her birth was such a stressful event. And there's been a couple things after with her that has been really stressful that it has affected me in a way that I didn't see coming. And I thought that I was having a little bit of postpartum depression, but I've come to realize that it is not, that it is all of the stress that's come along with that, her birth, her, first couple weeks on earth, to now it is my motherly instincts are overprotective. I just feel like I need to, I'm doing all the things wrong. And I have guilt and things that I know that I'm not doing wrong. And so it's been a mental battle that I'm having to kick Satan out and say, these are lies from the enemy and I need to not focus on those. So getting down personal with you guys, I'm very thankful to have this challenge in my face because it's going to slow me down and it's going to keep me home. And not that I leave a lot anyways, but because I really am a homebody. I just love being home. But it is going to just help me to focus on the things that I needed to focus on. Actually, okay, so one of the things that Drea was talking about in her video, I'll link that video down below where she's talking about her challenge. She said that she listened to a podcast or something and said that every time that a mother leaves her home, something gets pushed under the rug, essentially. School doesn't get done. The house gets neglected. Something happens. And it is so true for me. I am so bad about that kind of stuff. If I leave something neglected. And I just don't want that right now. That's not the season that I want. I want to focus solely on my children. I want to get our YouTube channel going back up. We have shared with you guys lots of times, like, this is a godly channel. This is like, our Heavenly Father is our number one. He is our front and center. This is where we feel called. We would love for our channel to be a place where He is spoken about and shared with, and who knows whose life He's going to touch. But my first ministry should be in my home with, Michael and I. Our first ministry should be with our children. They're our number one. And so that's just where my heart is feeling right now in this season. So all that is why I'm so excited about doing this. So long ramble, heart to heart with you guys. That is where I am feeling the most called right now. And I feel so blessed. Like, I feel like, when you get that peace, that shalom, that is what I'm feeling right now. This is like, this is what I want to do. So anyways, I will share that with you guys. I'm not exactly sure what that looks like. Maybe you guys can give me some ideas of what you guys would like to see through that. I can do like dinners of the week, lunches, breakfast, whatever you guys want, or, just a rundown of, I don't know. Anyway, let me know. Let's go look at the freezer now. Okay, so in the in the fruit cellar, in the shop, we have 3 freezers. My little floppy hand. This is what I do behind the scenes. I flop my hand all over the place. Anyway, so in this one, I have a whole bunch of tomatoes that I have to use up. These are the tomatoes that were sitting on the table that Michael processed. Oh, Adeline's starting to fuss again. There's nothing in there. So underneath it, we've got a little bit of beef. And I think I have some frozen vegetables. So I'm going to have to go through these tomatoes pretty quickly. One of the videos that I can do for you guys is canning videos, because I am definitely going to be canning some stuff here. This is our beef freezer. So I have a lot of beef. I have a lot of roasts that need to be gone through. I need to can up. We have some brisket that Michael and I plan on doing. Corned beef. What was the other thing that we were going to do with the brisket? Pastrami Michael wants to do. So I have a lot of things that I need to do in this freezer. Because I didn't say this when I was opening this freezer. We have 2 beef that we're going to do, I think a beef and a half, maybe 2 beef. I can't remember. And unfortunately, I have store-bought chicken in here because we didn't do chickens this year, which, gosh, that just makes me sick. I hate having it. Hate, because we have not had store-bought chicken in our freezer and since we've lived here. I have a lot of vegetables in this not a lot of vegetables in this freezer. In the root cellar freezer, I've got a lot of vegetables that I need to go through. So this freezer, I really don't need to do much except for the random bags of veggies that I said. It would be a heck of a lot easier to do this challenge if Maggie was in milk. That's the one thing that I'm a little bit nervous about. And I might have to make an exception. Buying milk occasionally, I don't know. We might just switch to just using water. I do have a few jars of canned milk that I canned up last year, but I'm running low on those, so I'm not sure. It's getting cold. Actually, it's supposed to be snowing. If y'all are familiar with this area at all, we live really close to Sherman Pass, yeah. And oh, the baby's here. And it's supposed to get 7 to 15 inches of snow today, so getting chilly. There's that baby. She's so stinking cute. What is my little autumn joy doing? On what?
On the pan.
On the pan on what?
On the cook stove.
Yeah, because you're a big girl, huh?
Mm-hmm. Did Mommy still done? Mom, she doesn't know it's you.
Is it? Okay, I've shown you guys how I do my refried beans before, but I'm basically just gonna take a stick of butter and maybe like a tablespoon of salt and blend it with my stick blender and call her a day. The kids like sour cream and cheese on them, most of them. Andrew doesn't, so I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, and that's what they look like when they're done. I'm going to, well, Autumn and Abby are finishing up the tortillas, making a tortilla. And we're gonna be all set to eat, and then I'm gonna tackle the dishes. So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye for this video, and I hope that you guys will think about maybe joining me for this challenge, or think about different ways that I can present this challenge to you. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. Keep your tongue from evil, keep your tongue, and your lips from speaking lies. Keep your tongue from evil, keep your tongue. Okay, you want to try it? Okay, go ahead. Eyes, keep your tongue from evil, keep your tongue.